Spain is a land divided. Enduring the conquest of the Moors for many centuries has left a bitter taste with her people, who fight for liberation in the name of God and King. The Reconquista is fought daily. Years of mistrust and infighting has left Spain directionless. Unfortunately, the Moorish occupation of the Iberian Peninsula is still not enough to unite rival nobles. In times as dark and seemingly hopeless as these, the survival of the Spanish rests solely on the shoulders of those willing to go above and beyond the call of duty. Heroes must rise so that Spain can be free and united once more.
Buenos dias, my lord. I am your advisor, Lady Gwendolen. I will guide you on managing and expanding the Honourable Kingdom of Spain. You are currently looking at your capital city, Leon, on the campaign map. Your goal is to expand your empire through conquest, trade, diplomacy and religion, to build a faction that is far-reaching and powerful. This scroll shows you what you must do to achieve victory and become the Emperor of the known world. Your main challenge is to expand your empire by waging war against other factions and conquering their lands. When you're ready to continue, close this scroll by left-clicking the seal in the bottom right corner. You can view your campaign goals at any time by clicking the highlighted button on the bottom panel of the screen. You are sharing the Iberian Peninsula with the much-feared Moors. You should work with the Portuguese for now to reclaim the peninsula from the Moors to the south. You can then expand south into Africa, but be wary of the French to the north. The nearby rebel town of Valencia will make an ideal first target. You should start by double-clicking on one of your settlements and recruiting some troops. Once you have built up an army, you can prepare to make your first conquest. Use this scroll to construct buildings, recruit troops, and govern your settlement. More detailed statistics and trade details can be viewed by clicking the Show Settlement Details button at the bottom of the scroll. Click the Show Me How button to learn how to use the settlement scroll. Left-click on a building to add it to the construction queue, and again to remove it. Drag and drop buildings to change their position in the queue. Right-click on a building to find out more about it. You can only manage the construction of your settlement if a governor is present. Click the Show Me How button to learn about construction. If you are unsure of what to build next, click My Portrait on the bottom of this scroll for a construction suggestion. For a recruitment suggestion, click My Portrait when the Recruitment tab is selected.
I cannot go there, my lord.
You have selected a target outside the green highlighted area. This means your character cannot reach his target this turn. Provided that an enemy does not block his path, your character will continue on his journey next turn.
Hello, Your Highness. Very well.
To spy on other factions, right-click on an army, character or settlement belonging to that faction. It is a new turn and season in your campaign. Your treasury has been updated, your armies and characters have rested, and your rivals have made their moves. It is now your turn to make your next moves to carry out your strategy. Left-click on a unit to add it to your recruitment queue. The number of units you can recruit each turn depends on the size of your settlement. Right-click on a unit to learn more about it. Click the Show Me How button to learn about recruitment. The number on the top right of the unit cards shows how many of those units are available to recruit. The rate that units become available for hire depends on the buildings in your settlement. Troops are trained in different buildings at various rates and made available to recruit in your settlement. This scroll shows a summary of important information about your faction and progress. You can automate construction, recruitment and taxation in all your settlements. Use the slider to decide the proportion of your treasury your governors will spend when auto-managing a settlement. Princesses can engage in diplomacy with foreign emissaries. Right-click on a character, army or settlement belonging to another faction to enter negotiations.
How could they refuse me?
Moving your priest into a province converts the population to your religion.
Yes?
Right-click to move your army to any part of the highlighted area. Attack by right-clicking on a rival's army or settlement. Merge with a friendly army or board a fleet by moving onto it. Left-click on the boxes that slide down.
Hello,
Press
Your
the
Highness.
spacebar to toggle the movement
Happily,
speed
my
of
lord.
characters and
I shall
armies on the
stop here
campaign
for the
map.
night.
Use backspace to stop a
Ready to
character
trade.
moving.
Opening trade lane.
Your will. Yes, my lord. This is where we...
Sire.
This scroll shows you the known details of another faction's settlement.
Your Majesty, royalty needs its rest, my lord.
Orders?
Noble one.
Click on the items
we
on the
have
left
something
to make
for
an
you.
offer or demand. Your current agreements with this faction are displayed on the right. Consider the balance of the agreement at hand and accept or reject the offer by using the buttons at the bottom of the scroll.
Thanks to you for asking what we would want. Our gratitude for this act of wisdom shall not... We welcome words of wisdom such as these. Ma salama.
Double-click on a settlement to construct buildings, recruit units, and manage the settlement.
Yes? Very well. I shall stop here for the night.
Yes?
If you want help
Crossing
using a
for
scroll
battle.
at any time,
Laying
then click
siege.
the question mark on the top
Time to take the
right
walls,
of the
my lord.
scroll.
My lord. Very good, my lord.
Merchants can be
Ready to
used to
trade.
trade resources and make acquisitions. Hold your cursor over a resource to show its value, and move your merchant
Ready
onto
to
it
trade.
to commence trading.
Ready to trade.
Greetings, noble lord. I have something to discuss with you. Your open question is direct and fair. Both wise and generous of you to agree, my lord. Excellent. What else would you suggest? I am afraid I must deny something just as useful, I hope. I see no true problem here. We agree then. Farewell, my lord, and thank you.
You can click on my portrait to dismiss a piece of advice or replay the last piece of advice. The buttons next to my portrait allow you to change the advice settings, zoom to a location on the map,
Your
and show
Majesty.
you how to do something. There are more advice options on the
Yes?
game options scroll. Proposing marriage to a foreign general gives you a chance to bring him into your faction, but you might lose your princess instead. The more charming your princess, the more likely she is to get her man. You can also recruit agents to serve your kingdom here. You can only recruit a limited number of some agents, and you must improve your buildings to recruit more. Once trained, your agents can undertake special missions. The icons under your settlement show the income, loyalty, and growth of the settlement. Icons will also appear if the settlement is close to rioting, under siege, or has the plague. Move your mouse over the icons for more information. You will need to recruit units to defend your position and expand your army. To recruit units, double-click on a settlement and select the Recruitment tab. When you end your turn, your view moves to follow your rival's characters. If you move a general into a settlement, he becomes the governor. Generals with high piety, chivalry, or dread make better governors. In the absence of a general, your settlement will be automatic.
God's servant.
Your first mission has arrived. You will receive missions and requests from various people from time to time. Completing missions involves certain benefits, but ignoring them can result in negative consequences.
Your Majesty. Yes!
This scroll gives you important information and statistics about a particular unit. Number of men, training and upkeep costs, experience, attack and defense values, and special abilities. Use this information to determine how to best build up your army.
My lord? Yes, lord.
Move swiftly to repel enemy armies from your territory. If left standing in a region, they will automatically inflict damage to the surrounding road. You will need to start capturing more settlements soon to ensure you have enough income to support your army. Any nearby rebel settlements are a good place to start.
Orders. Onward!
You can obtain better quality weapons and armor for your men by constructing a blacksmith's, armorer's, or foundry in this settlement. Once complete, these buildings provide superior equipment. You will need to construct buildings to produce troops and improve your cities. To construct buildings, double-click on a settlement and add buildings to your construction queue.
Your orders, Noble One. God will be with us, men! To battle!
If there is no permanent governor in a settlement, it's a good idea to queue the buildings that you want to construct when you have the opportunity. When a general moves into your settlement, you can select the buildings you want to build, and your construction orders will continue to be carried out even after the general has moved on. The strength of an army is shown on its banner. The more colour on the banner, the more men are present. Any stars next to the army show the
Units, await my orders! Units! Make haste!
You have pressed the withdraw button for the first time. This orders the selected units to leave the battlefield in an orderly manner. Poor quality infantry with armor and shields make great targets for drawing fire from enemy archers. Use them to protect your more valuable units.
Praise to our...
The enemy cavalry will be able to run down your missile infantry. Keep a melee unit nearby them so that your archers can run behind it to safety.
The battle is in your...
Your missile units can also attack in hand-to-hand combat if needed. Select your missile units, hold down the Alt key, and right-click on the unit you wish to engage in melee. In causing an enemy rout, timing is everything. When you find weak spots in the enemy, weaken them until they are wavering, and then hit them hard to cause them to rout. The more units you can rout simultaneously, the more chance the whole army will panic and run. When cavalry charge, they cause extra casualties due to the momentum of their attack. A cycle of charge, withdraw, charge causes maximum casualties for minimum losses. Repeat until done.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
The foolish enemy are facing away from your missile troops. Without their shields for protection, they're a great target. Momentum is overwhelming. Routing 3 enemy units in a battle is no great achievement. Routing 3 enemy units at the same time may cause a cascade of panic and win the battle. Chasing after cavalry archers and javelin men is generally fruitless. and therefore only worth doing if you can drive them off the map or trap them against terrain. The best way to deal with them is to shoot back at them with your own missile troops. Keep your... The best way to clear away enemy missile infantry is a direct cavalry charge. However, be wary of them retreating to terrain that is difficult for your cavalry to manage, or where there are friendly units that could threaten you. Spearmen from the front is a good way to lose your cavalry units. Attack from the flank or rear, or better still, use some infantry. Left-click the Show Me How button to zoom to your unit. Running everywhere with your cavalry lets them cover ground quickly, but be aware they will get tired if you overdo it. Tired troops are less effective in combat.
Excellent! Our men have taken control of the castle.
You've pressed the Cancel Order button for the first time. This cancels orders for the selected units and makes them stop where they are.
When you capture a settlement, you have the option to occupy, sack,
we have conquered.
You can retrain units that have suffered losses to return them to full strength. The number on the unit card shows how many men remain in the unit. If there are not enough soldiers available in the settlement to retrain your unit, the card will be greyed out. There is currently no governor in this settlement. You will need to move in a general to recruit troops, construct buildings, and manage this settlement. In the absence of a general, your settlement is being auto-managed.
Your orders, Noble One.
When attacking a settlement, you must either have siege artillery in your army or construct siege equipment on the battlefield.
Besieging forces reporting, my lord.
This scroll details your performance throughout the turn, including military actions, finances, and your empire's progress. You can review this and more information at any time on the Overview panel. Click Show Me How to see how to access the Overview panel.
God will help the faithful prevail. We attack! The love of God is 1,000 times stronger than any mortal armor. His wrath against our foes is 1,000 times better than 1,000 arrows. Our faith gives us his aid, and more, it will give us victory. Now, cry for the Virgin, and look for that victory. These rebellious knaves and villains are not fit to breathe the same air as we honest men. They must all die before dawn comes again. This is a mercy, because they richly deserve the gallows for turning against their betters.
Your siege equipment is automatically attached to one of your infantry units. Units with siege equipment are marked with an icon representing the siege equipment they are manning on their unit card. If you wish to have troops drop the siege equipment, click on the Drop Siege Equipment icon. To have another unit pick up a piece of spare equipment, select the unit and right-click on the equipment when the cursor...
Our men have reached the gate with the battering ram.
You have successfully used a ram to destroy an enemy gate. Quickly send troops through the breach and establish a foothold in the settlement before they can force you out.
Give grace to God. We have captured the enemy's walls.
You have pressed the loose formation button for the first time. You'll notice the troops you have selected spread out into a more relaxed formation. Use this formation to reduce casualties from missile fire. This button swaps the units between loose and normal formations. Once your men are in combat, you can make them break off by double right-clicking on a point behind them. This can be a useful trick if your men are faster than the enemy's. When using this tactic, however, it is inevitable that you will lose a few men.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
You do not only win a battle by killing every last enemy soldier on the field, you also win by causing them to break and flee. When a unit routs, the panic spreads, and nearby units may join them. This can turn into a mass rout.
Praise to our Lord! Our men have slain the enemy general. Now his men will praise the saints. Our men have taken control of the city. All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have.
The day is ours. The enemy are beaten.
This settlement is a city. Your cities are your major source of income from taxation and trade. You will need to ensure that your people stay happy for your city to function at its best.
Your orders, noble one. Make camp, men. We rest here.
This settlement is a castle. Your castles will be your unit production centers. Castles produce little income. If you need to refer to them later, details of your current missions are kept on the mission scroll. Left-click the Show Me How button. Right-click on a unit's portrait to...
Must we hide like this, my lord?